Okay, Miles, let's talk about the New England Patriots. This is a team looking to build off an obviously disappointing 2022 campaign. They made a lot of big moves this offseason. I think they're heading in a lot of directions in terms of the right direction. But I think there's one new addition, one new Patriot that I think set to have a breakout season under New England. And I think New England fans will be really excited by what this guy's going to bring to the table.
Yeah, Nick, I think the New England Patriots are looking very strong this season. I'm really excited to see what this new offense under Bill O'Brien has in store. I think it's going to be kind of special, but this story is going to make it sound even a little bit more special. But I want to talk about something today, Nick. We all know that it's undoubtable. Bill Belichick is one of, if not probably the greatest coach in NFL history. He has all of the accolades, all of the accomplishments. But what about the guys behind the guy, Nick? What about the assistant coaches? I want to ask the Patriots fans in the comment section below. You go through them like crazy. Everyone always wants every Patriot assistant. But who is your favorite Patriots assistant coach of all time? Let us know in the comment section below. But Nick, let's get on into it. What is the latest big move for the Patriots?
Yeah, Miles, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the report. Go ahead and throw it up. This is from theheavy.com. All right, Mac Jones' chances of becoming a better quarterback will be helped by his nice chemistry, quote there, with the New England Patriots' best breakout candidate. Mike Gesicki is a potential matchup nightmare for our opponents, according to Chad Graff over at The Athletic. Graff also noted how the former Miami Dolphins tight end established a rapport with Jones during the spring drills. Ideally, New England's offense will be underpinned by a two-pronged threat at tight end featuring Gesicki and incumbent Hunter Henry. The latter, Henry, is more of a traditional proponent of his position, a solid blocker and an efficient target in the red zone. By contrast, Gesicki can add a more expansive threat to New England's pedestrian Jones-led passing game last year. It certainly was pedestrian. Gesicki is more of a roving target for Jones to aim for, provided the Patriots use him in the way he was deployed during his best outings with the Dolphins. Most of those games came during the 2021 seasons when he made 73 receptions for 780 yards. All right, Miles, I think this report is really onto something because we talked about it at the time about the Gesicki addition potentially having a big impact for the Patriots and a big impact for Mac Jones. Because if you look at new offensive coordinator Bill O'Brien, you brought him up, his most successful years as a head coach in the NFL, or an assistant coach in the NFL, I should say, were with the Patriots in that 2009 to 2012, 2013 window, 2011, that Super Bowl run, where the Patriots deployed two tight end sets with Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez. I think that's exactly what they're trying to recreate here. Hunter Henry is obviously their more standard tight end. Gesicki has the ability to be a playmaker who basically has a tight end's number, a tight end's position, but he lines up more in the slot, lines up more out wide than a normal tight end would. It allows him to be very successful with a lot of different personnel groupings. I love to see he's already off to a strong rapport with Mac Jones. I think it's a great sign as we get ready for 2023. But Miles, I'll throw it over to you now. What are your thoughts on this report about Gesicki being a potential breakout candidate for the Patriots?
Yeah, Nick, I think this was the plan the Patriots have been trying to employ for a little minute here. This was probably what they had in mind for Jonnu Smith to come in and take Gesicki's role. Hunter Henry still have the same role he did, but Jonnu Smith didn't really pan out quite as well as people wanted him to for the Patriots. So they move on to greener pastures, and that greener pasture is Mike Gesicki, who I think will be perfect in this role. I think he was very, very dangerous for the Dolphins, but he just never had the talent around him to be properly utilized. Didn't have a great offensive minded coaching staff. He just wasn't set up for success with those Dolphins teams. Now enter a team that gets the most out of their players. They really utilize all of their assets. So a more, I guess, receiver-based tight end threat like Gesicki will be perfect for Bill Belichick. I know he's going to use him exactly how he's going to be needed to be used. He's going to be a dangerous threat. And I love the history here of Bill O'Brien and Bill Belichick having great game plans for dual tight end sets, being very, very successful with them in the past. Obviously, they've had Super Bowl runs as well. So I think this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful pairing for both parties. This will be a better year for Mac Jones. This is going to be an even better year for Mike Gesicki as well.
And Miles, just to throw, that further point home about Gesicki not being a normal tight end. This is Field Yates actually brought this up. I think this is a really good insight here. In 2021, Gesicki's best year at the Miami Dolphins, he lined up in a standard tight end possession, 140 snaps over the course of the regular season. He lined up in the slot, 402 snaps, and lined out wide, 218 snaps. This guy is basically a wide receiver. He's basically an offensive weapon. Let's be real with it. He's just an offensive weapon that is good size, the ability to get vertical and create big plays. You can line him up all over the place. You brought up a great point that this is the exact kind of player that the Patriots were hoping Jonnu Smith would be. I think Gesicki is a much better fit. I love the rapport he's developing with Jones. I think that'll translate through training camp, through the preseason, and into the regular season. I think Patriots fans, I know there's a lot of consternation about will Hopkins join the team, will he not? Or are they going to add another playmaker? I would be a little, obviously you want Hopkins, but I tell you what, I would still be pretty excited when the fact you have Gesicki on this roster. I think he has a chance to be a massive player for this team.